Hey, it's Claytrid, and this will be a video chart on SKF, the Pro Shares Ultra Short Financials. Real quick, what this is, I did a video on this a few days ago, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but it tracks the financial sector to the short side. So whenever the financial sector is having a good day, this is having a bad day, and vice versa. So it's a short. So if you want to short the financial industry, you would buy these shares. So in other words, when this chart is going up and has green candles, that means that the financial sector is going down and has red candles. And I wanted to go over this chart again for a couple of reasons. One, for kind of an educational type purpose, and the other just to update it because it's been making a nice move. So with that being said, let's just hop in. If you remember from the last video I did, I talked about a falling wedge pattern and how falling wedge patterns are bullish. So let me get this redrawn here, and then we can take it from there. But I used this trend line, and I drew that, and then I used this up here, and I drew a trend line like that, and this represented right here our falling wedge. And I said, depending on which way this breaks out, look for a continued move in that direction. And I had said with a move break to the upside, look for this to rally, which would obviously mean that the financial sector is going down. And with the way the financials and banks and so forth have been pretty much controlling the overall economy, I said look for a pullback within the overall markets too. And sure enough, the past couple of days, this did break out to the upside, as you can see here, and has gone on a nice little move. I believe I had said it could go up and hit 43 or 44 from the breakout here, or around 40, but it actually today got up and hit as high as 45.50. Actually, the high of the day was 45.67, so went higher, got above this 200 period downsloping moving average here, and just nice move out of here. And obviously, if you follow the overall markets, those have had a couple of red days now, and the financial sector, mainly measured by the XLF, has really suffered also. So that just shows you, the power of these falling wedge patterns. Keep your eye on them. If you can get in on the break, usually, they have some nice follow through. So I wanted to get that pointed out, and then also just kind of talk about, the future in terms of what we're looking for. With future resistances and so forth. So if you are somebody that is going long this, let's go over some levels that you want to keep your eye on. The first one, and probably the most obvious one here, is this level just right here, where, and I'm sorry I should have noted this, but this is the 60-minute chart. So that's the main chart I used in the last video I did this. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on for this video, because it's been doing a great job of kind of forecasting the price movements and so forth. So with that being said, this is all on 60-minute. But the high of today, which was 45.67, as you can see, if you look at these crosshairs, corresponds very nicely with this price level over here. So now let me draw this down, and you can see that right here showed another area of resistance, and actually this whole area is resistance. Yeah, there are some candles that got up above it here, but as you can see, it kind of acted like a magnet that sucked the price down every time. Got a few closes up, price went back down. Got a price that closed above, and then sucked it back down. However, this time couldn't even get above, just got knocked right back down. So this level here, where if you look back here, is where there's a gap down. So right around, probably for argument's sake, let's just say $46. This is pretty much our key resistance right now that we're looking at to try to get above. If we can get above that and start to if we can get above that and start to close above it, then we could really start to make another move to the upside and possibly get all the way back up here to this high up here. So let me get this mapped out, and I'll change the color on this so we can remind that this is just a possible price level. We'll just go with that color. Of around $50 with a break of this $46 area. So there is a possible big move here if this 46 can fall, but once again, it's going to need to be on heavier volume and have some good follow through. So if this 46 falls, then look for the the financial sector to continue to head down, and for the overall markets to continue to do a little miniature pullback. Just remember, this is all on the 60-minute time frame, so I'm talking in terms of, days here, not weeks or months or anything. I'm talking in the relatively short term. So when I say pullback, I don't mean the whole market's going to pull back and test, the lows that we had a few months ago. I'm just saying, for a short-term swing trader, day trader, look for a pullback. But that's where we're sitting right now. Once again, just want to bring this out, not to toot my own horn, but just to show the power of these falling wedges and how they can produce some nice plays on the break. And we'll see what happens. I mean, this has been a powerful move out of this break, and pulled back here today, but then by the last couple hours made a little recovery. So we'll see how it acts around 46. But remember, just because you get a couple closes above there, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's broken, because this 46 level kind of is acting like a magnet that sucks the price back down. So just because you get one bar that closes above it, don't absolutely load the boat because you think it's going to go straight up to 50. I need to see some progress and to see some candles hold above the 46 level before you can really consider it broken. So if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me a message. But this was SKF, which is the ultra short of the financial sector. Thanks for listening.